Well, it is official like a ref whistle. Diddy has been found not guilty on basically the serious charges, you know what I'm saying? Racketeering and trafficking. He got guilty on, two of them, but they ain't the most serious ones, so he gonna be out. He gonna be out Diddy bopping and doing the Harlem Shake. Yeah, man, he did something a lot of people have fallen trying to do. He beat the feds. Even 50 Cent had to give him props on that. He said Diddy beat the feds, that boy a bad man. And we all know 50 don't like Diddy. Diddy was, rendezvousing with his baby mama. And yeah, Diddy did receive 2 guilty verdicts on transportation to engage in prostitution. But it just made him look like, a dude that likes to pay for coochie, like to pay for say he just a freak. That's what it make it sound like, those charges. So he not gonna do a lot for that. Those ain't the serious ones. He not sounding like he a kingpin or ringleader. Yeah, I think the feds fumbled it. They wanted Diddy so bad they wanted to get him. The whole RICO thing was like, and I know he's one person. I know there are cases out there like that, and it is possible, but it wasn't clicking, man. And
What are we looking at now with regard to years? Of course, we should point out there will be an appeal. He's got plenty of money to do that, but let's take it from where it stands right now.
Kira, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this. I'm not even sure if I would say there would be an appeal, because for Sean Combs and his defense team, this is a massive win. 3 of the counts that had a life sentence possibility are gone. When it comes to transportation to engage in prostitution, the minimum is nothing. There's a theoretical possibility that he walks out on probation. Now, do I think that's going to happen? No, but the max is 10 years. Even if you were to take both sentences, and he's not going to get 10 years, they're going to look at his criminal history, mitigating circumstances, aggravating circumstances, and I would assume that he gets somewhere in the middle ground, maybe like 3 to 5 years, 3 to 6 years possible through that sentencing range for each count. Sean Combs going to trial where he was facing life and being able to walk out with something under 10 years, well under 10 years possibly, that is a victory. Will he appeal? Sure, that's his right to do so, but I don't see an appeal here. I think you take this as a win, you serve the few years that you may get, and you be happy that you didn't get life. I'm somewhat shocked as to the trafficking for Cassie. I thought that might have been a stronger case for the government. I didn't think that they had the RICO, and I definitely didn't think they had the Jane trafficking, but this is, I think it only so many words, and I keep saying it, I think this is a positive result for Sean Combs and his team.
Yeah, that's wild. Now, those Diddy stories was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the abusive stories and stuff, no excusing that. Crazy. But I think to a lot of people, it came off like he was being railroaded. Like they wanted him behind bars so bad, they were trying to stick it to him with charges that didn't seem like it suited him. Now, he did a lot of horrible shit, and people see this dude as a horrible human being. But them charges, man, they didn't freak it right. And then at times, it seemed like the victims were getting something out of it, whether it be a lifestyle or some kind of monetary gain. But then it seemed like they didn't want it and they were forced. But then they had Texas saying they wanted more. It was like, it was a lot of head scratching. And not excusing his actions, And even like one of his exes, they caught up with her. She said, he ain't do nothing.
I have a quick question for you. You think Diddy's gonna win this trial? Before you go, that's what I want to know. If Diddy does win this trial, do you think your life will be threatened in any kind of way?
No.
You don't think so? You think everything will be safe? Because the girl Aubrey O'Day, she said that if Diddy wins, she's gonna leave the country.
I mean, he never did anything dangerous to me. I'm not scared.
You're not scared? Okay, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. Okay.
Now, whatever you want to call it, whether it be manipulation or fear tactics, to the jury, it has to be without any type of doubt for him to get guilty. And yeah, the prosecution didn't do an effective enough job apparently because there was a lot of head scratching. I mean, the whole Rico thing was you know? I guess the difference between R. Kelly getting got and Diddy getting off was money. Yeah, a lot of money. So what's gonna happen after this? If Diddy is like anything, how people be talking in these interviews, it could go a few ways. He could fall back, learn from this, become a completely changed man, and just kind of ride off into the sunset. Or he can become the boogeyman and go on a complete rampage of all the people that spoke out against him, witnesses, etc. You know, from what I'm hearing, man, a lot of people are scared because basically he's gonna feel invincible. You know, he beat the feds. But what y'all think is gonna happen? How you feel about all this? Love reading y'all thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, baby, I'm out.